Man, 1994. 1994, March of that year, I had a hard year that year. I lost my father in March of 1994. And I was kind of, I'm a second grader, who loses his father. And I'm just somewhere stuck off in a world where I just can't think clearly. And lo and behold, something catches me in that summer. 30 years ago, in that summer, I got caught up by a movie called The Lion King. What's your take?
Listen, The Lion King to me, let's see, 88. So I was 6. All I remember is my dad is obsessed with this movie. If it's on the TV, he's watching it. If it's available on DVD, he's putting it in. If it's on a DVR, he's going to play it. If there's a movie that he has never seen before, but The Lion King is playing, he's going to be playing The Lion King. So it played a lot when I was growing up, and still to this day, when we visit or I go over or something, if The Lion King is playing, my dad's watching it. And I think it's the introduction, the song, and it just gets you. You never know. When was it? I think we were somewhere, or maybe I was cooking for him one day. Next thing you know, he just starts singing that song.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows UnderReview, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
I'm JR.
And I'm Stacey.
And this is Sparrows UnderReview. Big quick shout out to The Lion King 30th anniversary. And one thing I will take away from this, and that I thoroughly enjoyed, that James Earl Jones got to see this through.
Yeah.
Before his passing a few months ago. So shout out to him. I'll cover him in Darth Vader and some other stuff later on, but he is Mufasa. Mm-hmm. Mufasa was a strong character to me. And he will have a movie that comes out very soon that's going to shatter Lion King for a bunch of us. Honestly, it's going to shatter it for me.
Right, and it's a live action, so I'm kind of not excited about it. Like, what's that word I'm looking for? I'm kind of I'm nervous for it, because how are you going to take, like you said, such a strong and powerful character and do what you're doing to it?
Right.
And it's like.
And I mean, we know that movie was filmed in advance, and we know that James Earl Jones probably already got to see that. Mm-hmm. So I feel like even though he didn't
hopefully he did.
Hopefully he got to see it. Hopefully that they actually asked him for his input. On that one, that'll be a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But the character of Mufasa, as a person that lost his father that year, Mufasa was like a father to me.
Right.
And then the way that Simba lost his father.
Right. You were Simba.
Right. And I lived that. Mm-hmm. Now, the rest of the movies, I'll be honest with you, I have never seen anything beyond the first Lion King.
Okay.
And reason being is, it just, to me, it was
one. You have such a strong draw to the first one, and you don't want to ruin it or lose interest in the franchise by continuing on with the legacy.
Because I swear they had like a Lion King 1.5.
They do. There's the Lion King 2 and the 1.5, and then they also did the Lion Guard.
Yeah, which
is cartoon series spinoffs. I think there's also a movie.
There's a live action, yeah.
No. There's a Lion Guard movie, I think. Yeah.
And then the other thing, and you know about this because you purchased this for me one Christmas, there was a harder than hell Lion King game on the Super Nintendo and Genesis, yes. And you seen me do the run-in stage. Having that, and I had a Super Nintendo back then.
Yeah.
Playing both of them, that was a real struggle. I will tell you this, there's not many gamers in this world that can say they beat Lion King and Aladdin and Jungle Book, and I can say I've beaten all of those.
Right.
But Lion King, I could put a gamer that plays Call of Duty on it right now, and you couldn't even fuck with it, straight up.
It's on the Switch now, too, correct?
Right. That's what I played it on, yeah.
The two, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Xbox and PlayStation 4, respectively. So, Lion King had an amazing impact. The music, the way that it taught about Africa without saying Africa.
Right.
That's what I liked about it. It didn't say Africa. It didn't say where it was.
Right.
You just assumed where it was in the Serengeti somewhere in Africa.
Right.
Rafiki. All of the character development that you could find in this was what attracted me to it.
Right, because it tied up enough that you would, like, as an adult thinking back on it, it gave you enough information to form your opinions. And it shows the friendship and the leadership and just the goodness that comes out of different species.
Yes.
And it's like, listen, we can all live together or we can fight together. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, it had menacing characters. Scar, which I am going to take back my account of him being menacing, because as I got older, and it seemed like once you got older with this movie, you started rationalizing things different. And now the spin that they're going to put on him, which I'm not going to put a spoiler in there, I feel bad for Scar now.
Well, see, whenever the preview showed, they used the different name. They didn't use Mufasa or Scar. They used their the other names, and so I was getting a little confused, like which one was the real son, which one is the real king, and which one is adopted. Because we can just throw that out there,
Right?
because it's not going to give anything away, because I don't know who is who. We'll have to watch the movie to figure that out.
But after watching the preview, I know who's who.
Right, I know you do, because you pay enough attention.
And it was very, like I said, 30 years of history you built up just to tear it up with one movie trailer.
Right.
So, not to dwell too much on that, let's get into this. The bird, for instance. Let me do this real quick so we can just jump down this. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Matthew Broderick. So, Matthew Broderick you're going to know from Ferris Bueller. Jonathan Taylor Thomas was the hot kid actor from Tool Time with Tim the Tool Man. Whoopi Goldberg was in this movie, so you know her voice as one of the hyenas. Everything in this movie is what brought Disney back to its resurgence. Everybody's gonna say they love Aladdin, they love Beauty and the Beast, but no, to me, Lion King is what brought them back into the forefront. Because they had copycats. Because Prince of Egypt tried to be like this. Every other movie uses as the prototype to how animated movie should be made. And if you go in and you watch everything from Disney from that point on, and I'm talking about, you can even see elements in Frozen that come from Lion King. Lion King, from before it, there was nothing like it, and after it, you have a lot of copies.
Gotcha. I understand what you're saying.
And cinematography, like the animation, the shading, the lighting for it, I watched it in 4K.
Right.
And once you watch it, like obviously we use a projector. Once you watch Lion King in 4K and you experience it once again, because it was something that I even went heavy enough and bought the 4K UHD and gave it away. I did. I bought it and gave it away because I was like, I already got it through Disney Plus. I don't need it. I only paid $5.99 for it. But my take on this is this. Lion King as a cultural impact. It brought everyone together. If a person tells me that's under the age of 30 that they've never seen Lion King,
Right.
there's a problem.
Because it's that good of a movie, in my opinion. I mean, and that's another thing. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. If you don't like it, I'm not passing too much judgment on you. Just a little bit. But, you know, it's something that everybody can enjoy. I don't think it is... It's not centered around anything specific. It is very, like you said, it doesn't state specifically where it is. You can kind of throw your own input and apply it to whatever area and region you want to. That makes sense. I mean, obviously, you're not going to have a freaking safari up in Antarctica that I know of.
Right.
But you get what I'm saying.
And the thing is like certain themes in it, it covered so many vast things. Friendship, the sorrow part for me with Mufasa dying.
Right.
But that, when you see that in the way the animation went and he fell, and then Simba's with him, I don't know why it's so symbolic to me, but obviously we know why.
30 years ago, they were that talented to already be able to do that.
Right. And they didn't do like subtle type stuff. They put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
There were no, I mean, everything has a hidden message somewhere.
Right.
But from Rafiki being a teacher from, what was the bird's name?
Zazu.
Zazu doing his thing, trying to be like the, you know, I don't know what he was. Like, he was just like, he tried to be like.
It was like he was like the baby, excuse me. He was the baby lion wrangler.
Right. He was a snitch on the low, too.
He was.
My dude was a snitch when they went to the Badlands.
Yeah.
And he learned about good and bad places, the Badlands, and where they're from. Right. His dad sat out with him and showed him, he's like, everything that the sun touches.
Everything that the light touches is Parkersburg. The shadows is Lynn Street.
Right. And that's a reference to Parkersburg, West Virginia for anybody. But yeah, like, and that's the thing, like, we would do everything in Rustburg.
Right.
That the light touches is good.
I can't tell you how many memes I've seen of that, like, different areas.
Right. And it, like I said, cultural impact. I wear, well, here's the funny thing. 30th anniversary, you, me, and my sister are in an Old Navy store.
Yep.
I see a Lion King shirt for $5 from Old Navy. I buy that shirt. And do you know, as long as I've had that shirt, and this is no exaggeration, this is my hand on whatever we need to do to make everything work out good in life. I have gotten hundreds of compliments. When I wore that shirt to work one day,
Right.
people just, hey, you remember Lion King? That's Larry's voice right there. He was like, hey, like Lion King was something I like to see. He said the grandbabies like it, the great-great-grandbabies love it.
And mind you, you've probably had so many compliments because you wear that night on shirt at least once a week.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll catch you wearing it twice a week. Like, do you even wash that thing?
I do wash that shirt. and I mean, sometimes I put on my Hoochie Daddy shorts and just run around in it.
Right.
But
You got about 3 that are on your rotation at least once a week.
right, so the one thing on that is it's just like, Lion King, you've done me justice. I will never say anything bad about it. When we talk about a top 10 classic or whatever, it is the #1 animated children's movie for me.
Right, and it's kind of like another one of those ones where I'm definitely going to recommend it to people. And if it's on TV, unless there's something specific that I'm looking for, that's probably what I'm going to play.
And I mean, even...
And I blame my dad for that.
And I'll say this, even... I know this is where we were talking about Christmas movies in one episode. It's something that if I have free time around the holidays, I will watch. Because it's something that it necessarily doesn't tie into anything, but it works out in that area.
Right.
So, you know, like I don't have any more that I could say about this, but I could just leave it at this. If you're a person that's an animator or someone that wants to craft something, watch Lion King through. And when I say watch it through, that means watch it twice. Because when you watch it twice, because it's a movie, I've sat there and I've watched it till the tape popped.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Watch it twice and you'll understand and you'll see more than you saw the first time.
Right. So here's what we're going to ask of everybody. And I know this is big. Tell us your impact that The Lion King had on you. Like, if you watch it, or if you have watched it and you enjoyed it, tell us why you enjoyed it so much. Or if you watched it and you didn't like it, why? We want to know. We want to hear the different reasons and all that stuff. If you haven't seen it yet, we challenge you to go watch it. And then let us know what you think.
Yes, no doubt in that. So on that note, I'm JR.
And I'm Stacey.